Huh. Huh. Alright. Just gonna give it like a minute while I adjust this thing. Wow, this is like really not being comfortable right now. Hold on. There we go. I want to check something. Why is it so far from me? Is this on? It probably is. Probably is. I don't know. Let me check. I don't have enough for any of these. So that's sold out, and that's, I can't buy these anymore because it's free. No, that sucks. Except for this one. This one would be nice to have. But that one, that's what I need. But at the moment, I am broke apparently. And that kinda sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm broke in this game. Yeah. I know this game says I have like 6 or I'm broke. In reality, in this game, I'm just broke. Go upgrade her orb. I need like double that. Wait, hold on, let me check my headset. Alright, wait. I think it's good now. Yeah, it should be alright. Alright, let's try this. Alright, send me and he's gonna put me through hell. Alright. Well, I haven't played this in like a while. I haven't played anything in a while. Alright. I don't know how this is gonna go. I wanna try this quick before I get into what I wanna talk about. Just wanna get into this.
Hey, Virgil! Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Amato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it. But you already knew that.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
How many times have we fought?
Hard to say.
Sorry about that.
It's the only memory I have of us since we were kids.
I get that they're twins, but they look entirely different no matter how you see it. Well,
Time to
if he
finish
puts down
this,
his hair, he
Virgil.
looks like him.
Once and for all.
Slightly, but yeah. Yeah, I want to try this real quick before I do anything. No. 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 No, no, no. I just... Come on, we're just starting. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, I got bullets at least. he tanked it.
Rev it up!
Well, I countered one. That's about it.
Rev it up!
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get myself killed because of that bike. I was doing good and then the bike got me. Alright. No. Wait, where did my orbs? Oh yeah, the Dr. Faust thing.
You shall die.
Got my orbs.
I'm home.
The hat's good. I just don't know why they made it that it has to take the orbs specifically from me.
I won't lose to the likes of you,
Hold up.
little brother.
Yeah, well, I got bullets too. No. No, I need Trickster. Trickster.
You're finished.
Foolish.
Rushing
Oh, great. I thought I could counter it. Got it. Nope, he got me. Alright, anyway. Enough of me indulging in that one moment. What do I want to start off with?
You shall die.
Can't be.
Where should I start actually with what I want to say? Let me go to the main menu real quick. Hold on. Let me change the mode so I can at least earn some cash to get some upgrades. Let me quickly just, there it is. Yeah. My max stage reach was 39 on this one, surprisingly enough, with him. Let's start. Yeah. Okay, so where do I start with this? Okay. Where would be the best part to start? Let's start with that new 2 parts that have been uploaded for, well, not 2 parts, the whole, like, part 1 and part 2 right now that's out for crisis of Deku's, the crisis of the whole Deku's, like their whole like multiverse that they have for my like channel, because I don't know, because you know everybody has their own. Well, everyone that makes their stories have. This is kind of hard to explain.
Now,
But it's not. It was like one of the simplest things to explain.
fall to hell.
Okay. Let's start with. Alright. Yeah, let's actually start where we started. Multiverse thing, Bob, that I'm doing right now. I mean, no. Actually, yeah, technically, yeah, that is part of this. Let's start with Crisis of the Dekus. Let's start there for now, okay? Because everything will piece together as part of it. So, Crisis of the Dekus. It is actually a story I did write as a script at one point, because part of it is a script and the other part of it for it isn't. Not Crisis of Deku. Sorry. The part of it, the character that's in there, Hero Deku. Let's start with him actually. No, let's keep on Crisis first. No, let's go from Crisis to the Hero one. Hero Deku. That's a story I actually did start once. Well, I never posted it, but I did start a script for it once. And I never really uploaded it or typed it down, since when I looked at it after a while, I'm like, technically it wouldn't be that bad as like a quick 5-part, maybe like 5 parts type of thing. In which, or maybe just like a 1 or 2 part, where I could, 5, I'm saying 5 because I could have probably stretched it out like very thin to that point. But I say like most likely like a 2 part, because like I've introduced it in the first part where I've said it. He is essentially one of the most OP heroes. And I mean that not figuratively, but literally, because when I actually wrote his character description down, when I first made the script for him, because technically he was supposed to be after Kenshi Deku, but I never really wrote it, like I said. Or like typed it out and posted it. He was gonna be really OP. And I mean, every hero could have been thought about. I need you. Like honestly, every hero that was probably like thought about he could have been any hero. And I was gonna make it like, oh, he can be heroes from My Hero World, or he could be from other things like Marvel, DC. He could even be from other stuff like cartoons, maybe video game heroes, anything that's a hero. He could have been. And that's his thing. He could basically connect with them and use their abilities, but he could also talk with them if he wanted to. And in a sense, he would have multiple personalities because of this. But they would fit nicely because his personality was just when he would just be like each interaction he had with a different hero that he would just think about to borrow power or use their power or make their power his own for like a temporary stay.
It's your turn.
And he wouldn't have like any limit. He could just use it for as long as he wanted, whatever. He was, like I said, he was gonna be like mainly OP, like overpowered, no matter how you saw it. And yeah, he was gonna have all their weaknesses too. But again, he could constantly switch between heroes whenever he wanted. He had full control.
Enjoy the taste of this.
And that's essentially like truly like part of the way he was made. And then, like I said later on, originally this wasn't a part of the story where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I introduced this whole concept of what these stories are. But and I thought about it later on, like now recently, like this could be good. So that's who he is. He's just a majorly overpowered hero. And because of each hero, specific ones that he meets, they're not really, they don't have to be specific actually. They weren't never specific. He would always meet like a random hero. Because you gotta remember, each hero verse, like let's go Marvel, there's a whole multiverse. Let's go with DC, there's a whole multiverse. Let's go with, what's another one I can think of for a sec? Now let's stick with those two for now actually. There's like a whole multiverse. So in reality, he could have been like any version of them, as long as they were still considered a hero. Yeah, they could have been a villain and they could have still been called a hero. That's how overpowered he was. That's how, no, like basically unlimited, like reach to see who he wanted to be. Even if there's like a hero he already met and already has the power, he can call upon the power of a different with this hero version of that. That's who Hero Deku was. But again, like I said, I never really posted it. Because at some point, when I look at it, I'm like, I'm not really a fan of the whole overpowered thing for a series, and I kind of get bored of those real quickly. Like, I'll read them, like, I'll indulge in them here and there, but very slowly. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna type it up, the Hero Deku thing. So I just left it there. And now let's fast forward to... Let's fast forward every series that I have done and unfinished. And the one-shots too, why not? Let's go fast forward over that to now. Crisis of the Dekus. I am using him now in the story to introduce a new concept that I want to try. That I do want to try, which I will get to in a bit. And to kick off something that I need to do.
At your pleasure. No escape.
And more like something that needs to happen for the channel itself. And that brings me to the second part. Let's talk about writing. Like in general, writing stories, script or unscript in general. Writer's block is an actual thing. You reach it, or you just lose interest in it. I'm gonna be honest, at first it was fun. It honestly was fun to type up and make all these characters and talk with friends about it. Well, friends online. I never actually told an actual friend of mine about these. Like, but yeah. But it was fun too. Because at first I was just someone who read these a little bit around the time before the whole pandemic started. Technically a little bit before it started and when it started. And at some point, yeah, I started reading these more, and I got attached to the stories, like, just like reading wise, like as a fan, just like reading them. And one of those people who were like, please, next part, because it was interesting to see how people would do these things. And then eventually I joined a few Discord servers, threw out some ideas that I thought would help some people, and they did, and some people did include them, and I made some good friends online. But as a bit of time went on, I always had like sleeping problems, and especially around that time it was like even worse, because I would wake up like randomly into the night.
Now,
like, like panic attack for some reason. I don't know. Like I couldn't sleep even more than I usually could.
Right.
And I mentioned this in part 2. Part of my reason for writing, aside from wanting to entertain people. But yeah, so I started reading more and more because I am also a bit of an overthinker. And I will admit that I am an overthinker. A good amount of time. I don't really stop thinking. Or sometimes I will and just entirely blank mind. So I started reading, and then I would start throwing out ideas for people that they can do, like, oh wait, you can try this for a new story if you want, or hey, this and this and this, or hey, I just really like it, I just think this works and it goes, if I'm right or wrong, you know? And yeah, but eventually, this group of people I know, they tried convincing me for a while, suggesting that I should make stories as well. And they even gave me like a name for the channel, which was the first one, the whole Texas Stories by Devil Rider. And it was good, it was good. I had fun, because I started writing out, and Kenshi Deku came out. Because I always noticed nobody ever really did like full out. Because I know people did like Scorpion or Sub-Zero or something like that, but no one ever did Kenshi. So I'm like, yeah, Kenshi sounds good. Plus, he's like one of my favorite characters to fight as in Mortal Kombat, aside from Johnny Cage. Because that man's just fun. He uses a sword and telepathy. This could probably be fun to do. And I started writing, and I wrote, and I wrote, and I wrote, and I wrote. Because, honey, you know, before I even started writing it, again, I couldn't sleep. I had a random, like, shock go through me while I was asleep, and I panicked and woke up, like, sweating for some reason. And I don't even know why I was sleeping. I still don't even know. And so, I picked up a pen and paper after finally fully considering how the channel is. I haven't posted anything yet. I might as well try it now. It could be good, it could help me if I were to sleep again. And I wrote Kenshi Deku, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not really good with open scenario stories. Because I kind of find them a bit boring at times. So I'm like, what if I went with, let's give him like a bit of a dark setting. And I'm like, I like the betrayal concept that people use, so I'm like, let me get my twist in on it. And I made Kenshi Deku, the whole event that happened. And I'm like, okay, what if I introduce it like this? Because before that, I read someone else's called Madara Deku. Not Madara Deku, something like that. And another story of theirs. And I basically went like, I like the way they introduced the concept of how they trained and how they met. I'm gonna use that because it's pretty safe and it's pretty good to use for now, because a lot of people are use that concept too. So I'm like, you know what, for now I'll do this. And I did that, and it went pretty well actually. It went pretty smoothly. Sadly enough, from on paper everything was written perfectly. When I typed it out, for some reason there was a lot of typos. I have no idea why there was a lot of typos when I had autocorrect. But yeah, I'm gonna say it wasn't working. Hook smash. But yeah. So I wrote Kenshi. I'll just make him. I'll make him a hopeful person at the end, or someone that could at least push forward, while other people would have just either gone for revenge or have like cracked or broken or something. I'll try to make him someone that go forward. I'm like, how do I want to do this? And I remember before that, I was like really into the whole Fate. I still am into the whole Fate series, like all of them. And my only favorite character out of all of them was always Iskandar, because of the way he was. With how he was like, constantly go forward, enjoy everything to the fullest, and keep charging. And I'm like, if I can combine a little bit of his traits with Kenshi's traits, because Kenshi's like serious, but he does joke around here and there. Iskandar is serious too, but he's mainly always like, he lightens the mood.
Eradicate.
So I'm like, that'd be perfect. And I'm like, and I was also playing like Final Fantasy at the time too, so I'm like, I'll go with team up. That'll probably be good, because everybody puts in like a love interest. So I'm like, you know what, why not? It could be good. And it did actually flow well. It flew a little too quickly when I look back on it, which is also why I'm remaking the series with its own new twists and origins, which is going to be very different, and I want to introduce a new concept there. Now where to? So yeah, so you're going to be seeing Kenshi Deku show up a lot more for a bit, as well as Hero Deku, or I don't know what to call him anymore, because technically with the way I'm writing the hero guy one, technically isn't a hero anymore because now he has almost the basically has the abilities of a narrator now, not a writer, but a narrator in the whole Crisis of Deku. But yeah. Because I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work. But yeah, like, Kenshi Deku came out, and let me just keep going for a bit. Let me just like, speak my mind for a bit, even if it's confusing. So I'm like, yeah, Kenshi Deku's gonna go well. And it actually grew popular because I had friends that would like literally promote the thing on their channels, and I had a unexpected meeting into another friend, which is like Siegfried. He also posts stories. He hasn't posted in a while. He said he's coming back soon. But yeah, he magically like tagged me and put up one of my series. It was either, I think it was both the Kenshi one and the villain one, or it was one of the two. But he did. I met him too, and they were like good friends. And eventually, we're like very good friends on like a Discord server with a bunch of other like people. Some were writers, and some just streamers, and some were just people that people knew. But yeah, no, that was something I had along the way. Like I would still be in like other people's like Discords, having fun, talking, because after writing the first one, next one, it was just fun for a while. It was honestly fun because I would always have something ready. Something always ready, next after the next after the next after the next, and for the first time it was just upload after upload after upload after upload. And maybe that might have been a bit of a problem because at the time it was like, maybe you shouldn't upload too quickly because you might burn out quicker. Or maybe you can handle it for a bit and later on as you go you'll slow down, yeah, and then you'll pick it up again. It's all a matter of interest when it comes to that. But still. I kept going, and then I uploaded the Pirates one, and then I remade the Pirates one, and then I did the Villain one, and then I remade the Villain one. They were still both popular, because I'm like, these are honestly good. The Villain one now. A Villain thing. The good up one. Or I just want to call it Villain one at this point. He was the second. Technically second. No, he was the series concept with a meaning. Like I said, I made Kenshi Deku with the sense of hope. Just hope, that's all it is. The Pirates one, he was just someone I made just randomly, and I'm like, you know, I'll make you try to be more like the definition of laid back. Just pure laid back. But Kenshi, not Kenshi, the villain, he was meant to be more. Yeah, no, he's going for his vengeance. He is the definition of this is betrayal, this is loss, this is when you give up, when you're fearful. And eventually it changed slowly, but that's still his meaning at the end. And I slowly grew apart from that a bit, but I tried keeping it going, because even though it was also that, I also want to give him the meaning of trying still, just trying. And then came the other ones, and then came Zombies one. The Zombies one was fun because I just liked playing Call of Duty Zombies and Resident Evil. Mainly Call of Duty Zombies at the time, so I'm like, I'll go with the concept. I like the concept. I'll use it for now. It works. And people still enjoyed it a little bit. Some series people enjoyed it. And stuff happens. But yeah. At some point, writing didn't seem as interesting anymore. And I said this too in part 2 of Crisis of Deku, where I introduced the whole thing that I've honestly had friends, well, people that I met, other writers that I met online, who, or just random writers I've seen, like, they've left. And either they've deleted their whole channels, or they've like stuff, you know, or they've left their channel and they still left their uploads on, or stuff like that, or they let other people continue their uploads. And I didn't understand it at the time why people were leaving their channels, and at the time I did as well. And stuff like that. So I liked introducing that into part 2 of Crisis of Dekus, where honestly, everybody who wrote a story, not just me, they made their own, basically like their own little multiverse, even though it's basically all fanfic when you think about it. But they're all interesting because of how they made them. But at some point, it's understandable why some of them leave and why some of them stay as soon as they complete a specific thing that they want to. And a lot of them have also contemplated leaving or staying, or leaving and staying at the same time. And here and there too, I've contemplated leaving the channel or taking it all out and just like making it look like the channel never existed before. I've contemplated that like so many times. And like just wanting to stop it. And then, but I would still try. That's why I said in another part where I wrote in Crisis of Dekus Part 2, I'm still trying because I still have a slight interest in writing these stories. Because, like I said, because even the few people I've seen, they're still trying to. Some are doing good and some aren't, but I'm like, I'm still in my little part here, like, I'm still trying here because I want to keep entertaining these things. I want to keep writing these things. Like, part of me still wants to go. But a huge part of me is like, I don't know if I want to keep going though. It's not as fun as it used to be. It just feels like, I don't know. Like we're just lost. What do I do now? Like I made it pretty far in like 2 years. What now? I didn't think I would go on for this long. And I still tried, so I tried uploading for upload or new series, and saying maybe this would be helpful. But yeah, no. I still failed every now and then with trying to continue with this channel. And I'm still trying to continue with it now. Which is why I'm doing something specific for Crisis of the Dekus.
Now, get to work.
I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna try with Crisis of Dekus in a minute. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the game. Trying not to die. But yeah, no, like I honestly almost gave up on this channel a few times and wanting to write. But a part of me, because like, you know, once you write something, you don't really, it's not really like always easy to lose the passion, because somewhere in there like you have a spark to be a writer. And I kind of do want to be a writer, an author. And I tried again and again. And some work and some don't. Which is fine, because again, when you write something, at least try to be proud of it and acknowledge that it existed. But yeah, no. Like I said, in the whole Crisis one, I introduced the whole concept of it and how you have other people that have made their things and how they went through their own things with their own stuff. And so that brings me to the next part. What is Crisis of Deku, and what does it mean when I posted a little bit ago on the community where I said Crisis of the Dekus will determine the future of the stories? And I didn't mean just mean the stories, but I mean the channel. For a little bit of the channel, but mainly the stories. Like I said, I've reached the writer's block a while ago. I broke out of it a while ago, but I'm back into it, and then because I lost interest in the stories. They didn't feel the same as they did when I started them, or when I started in general.
Go.
So, yeah,
It's your turn.
Crisis of the Deku
The end is now.
will most likely, because I am introducing the whole, the tree, like I said, like, let's go with the tree real quick, the tree. Crisis of Deku, I am introducing the tree, which is basically my way of saying this is how my multiverse here works. This is where all the stories either connect because they haven't existed and I created them, or because I made my own twist on them, and all of that, or something like that. Basically, a flow that goes well. You have this giant, vast space that shines brightly that's connected to everybody's, and I mean everybody's, like other writers and stuff, their stories, their whole multiverse, everything. And each one is unique in its own way. Because every writer makes something unique in their own way. And stuff like that. But yeah.
May not my blood fail.
So, with using Crisis of Deku, because I honestly am going to be using Crisis of Deku as a way to reignite my interests and like a passion for writing. So, because with introducing the concept of my whole Dekuverse, the multiverse that I'm creating, I'm basically gonna focus mainly on Crisis for a bit as the main story, and Scorpion Deku. Because Scorpion Deku, Kenshi Deku, and Crisis Deku are gonna be connected. Not the remake of Kenshi Deku, the old Kenshi Deku. Aside from that, he actually punched me. Like like it's shown in the thing, I brought back the concept of my hero Deku, which I never really uploaded, but I still have the script for. And since he's overpowered, he is the best challenge I could have ever made so far as a character who was meant to be a hero and always cheerful and constantly motivating people, going and going and going to be the best hero and everything, and basically changed it up a bit where he believes he's like a puppet, that every event that's happened with him, even though it's, when I wrote it down, it was actually like pretty much good events for him and stuff like that, but you know, he believes that he was maybe manipulated, and that as a character he has no freedom. So, using that as a concept, I've also brought in the concept of a little bit of my own little original story I wrote a while ago on this channel called The Warbringer, where if you look at it, it's actually pretty good for itself. Like, it honestly is pretty good for itself. And I'm like, okay, I like the way the Warbringer is, and I actually kind of want to write that into a book of my own one day. But that's a story for another time. Oh, he is trying! He is trying! Alright. But, yeah, no, I'm using that as a concept, and the whole Warbringer part that brings it in is where I mentioned in Crisis of Deku. The thing that he went for was a Warbringer sword. And I honestly have this little like page where I wrote, where I can probably read it real quick. I have it like somewhere around here, give me like a second. Where when I wrote this down as a concept for, like I said, I want to make the Warbringer thing into an actual book one day. And I have the concepts. And either I'm going to post this one on YouTube or I'm going to post it on Webnovel. So before anybody thinks about taking any of it, just note that I already have the thing on Webnovel, like title-wise, and I already have it in the draft too. So I'm just saying now. And when I wrote on it first, I haven't uploaded the draft yet, but this is just a little bit of it, where I wrote, to exist between life and death, to charge through the unknown, never afraid, never yielding, always forward. He always stands against fate, he who challenges the world, he who fought back against all odds, fighting for those who cannot, taking on all others that stand against him. Never one for fighting, but never afraid to take arms. And it keeps going, that's just a little part. And I'm like, if I use the first part of it, where it's like to stand between life and death is to go against fate itself. So that's what the whole Warbringer sword is. It's basically, because he has it now in the whole Crisis of the Decus, he broke fate for what he was meant to be, which was a hero. And it's honestly a good story. And because he broke fate, he attacked the one part I left that connects his universe to the tree. And because he severed it, he changed the whole fate of his universe. Which means he slowly is becoming like a writer himself. But right now he's like at a stage of a narrator, which like I've introduced, well, like my friend, not me, I'm planning on introducing it soon. Actually no, I did introduce it. I forgot which story though. I think it was in one of the villain ones, but a friend of mine, she posted it on the channel, the whole snap, where she used the narrators to basically imbue Snap into one of the characters. She did that. And I'm still surprised because I told her I was gonna use the concept of Snap, but she took that from me, you know.
At your pleasure.
So I guess now it's her concept to use. But it's alright because I have other concepts already at this point. But yeah, like introducing the whole concept of how narrators could also be power within other characters. We both did talk about that part a while ago. I'm just saying she took the part where I was gonna use Snap originally for a character, but now she's using it for a character. So yeah. But anyway, aside from that, that's what a narrator can do. And that's basically where the hero Deku is at now. And because of that, I am gonna try to connect every story that I think would work with it, but not all of them together. And I do mean not all of them. Like some stories will not be showing up in Crisis of Decus, some will, some one-shots will, some regular stories will. And what is gonna happen is basically, like it's called, like part 2 is called, the tree that connects everything. Like I said, I'm trying to get to reignite my interest in writing and get back into it, because I honestly am still trying to write, but I'm losing too much interest in it, and contemplated so many times getting rid of the channel like other people have before, or just stopping, but I don't want to leave anything unfinished. So, because I changed up the script for Hero Deku, like I said, he's meant to be overpowered no matter what. That's his whole thing. He is the definition of overpowered. And now since he has the Warbringer sword with him and combined it with himself to make a breaker is what I'm gonna be calling specifically what happens when you use the main ability of a Warbringer, which is to break fate, and combine it with your own meaning as a character or your own personality, or how you are. And his is Fate Breaker, because, like I said, he broke fate for his own design. And because of that, his script has been flipped. Like, in general, his script is flipped. And because of that, he has the ability to basically destroy or damage the links to other stories. And because of that, there really isn't anyone as strong. I did say that Kenshi Deku, the old one, like I introduced him in the thing as OG Kenshi Deku, not the remake one, he is sort of strong enough because he was the first one I ever wrote. And because of that, he has like his own special ability. His world, Kenshi Deku does not have a Warbringer, like not one at all. So Sento would be the closest thing to one. Great defense and great offense. But what I'm going to introduce for him is a way for him to slightly survive, which is by creating a new origin for something different from a Warbreaker. Something unique for him, but you know, to make the story more interesting. And I'm going to be introducing every other character to the whole concept of the tree and the multiverse. Well, almost every other character, like I said. Slide, 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 slide. No! Slide, slide, slide. Alright, anyway. But like I said, I'm going to be using him to introduce the concept even further. Both Kenshi Deku and Scorpion Deku and Hero Deku, not both, all of these guys. Scorpion Deku is going to play a major role in it as well. Which is why I'm gonna have to like kind of also focus on completing that one real quick. It's gonna feel Scorpion Deku is gonna be meant to feel rushed because of how Crisis is. It's meant to intertwine with Crisis. And the only reason I say in the story I can't get involved is specifically as a writer I cannot get involved, because I like giving my stories the freedom to do whatever they want. While other writers have literally gone involved with their own stories and manipulated the whole thing. It's happened. You can see it too. But, like I said, for a writer, I'm introducing the concept of, like, a specific role. A writer can only get involved if their character reaches the same height as a writer. But if they're still below a writer, they can't get involved and they can't do much. Unless... Nah, not really. That's really the rule. Unless they see no choice in getting involved. Let's get involved. It's honestly a pretty good concept to use. So with him having the power of a narrator so far almost, and slowly awakening the power of a writer, even though he still has his Fate Bringer, I'm gonna use this as a chance to put everything through a reset. Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a chance to put everything, and I mean everything, every story, except for one, because that one's an original, and probably Life of a Shadow. I still gotta finish. But I'm talking about everything that is Deku-wise or My Hero Academia-wise on the channel is gonna go through a reset. I honestly, along the way, did look back at a few of them to try to continue the stories. The only one I could probably continue is probably the zombie one, because the zombie one has an actual pretty good, like, smooth running script for it. Like, not an actual, like, script, but, like, story base for it going. And that's honestly pretty good, but... And probably Kenshi Deku, the new Kenshi Deku will probably survive, because that remake didn't go that bad, and that's the one I'm going to use to introduce a new concept as well. I want to introduce more of the whole my version of the Dekuverse, like other writers have in the past. Wait, hold on. I'll take Tomboy. But that's assuming that this is able to bring back my interests as a writer. Because, like I said, I want to try. Yeah, I want to try again. And because I looked back at a few of them, especially reasons I've been like contemplating giving up, like the channel in general, I did look back at a few of them and go like, there are ways I can improve this and remake this and introduce new ways for the story to go well. So, using Hero Deku, or whatever I'm gonna call him now, because he's different from the others. He is going to most likely destroy the tree itself, or every connection to the tree. Every connection to the tree, and I'm gonna probably work, and I'm gonna probably work it so it's like a unique way that it's done, and a unique way that these other characters fight him. to try to save theirs. Basically, I'm gonna Infinity War this. Basically, I'm gonna try to Infinity War it with the same way they did, and with the same way that they did the whole Marvel's What If, where you see how some certain thing went with Doctor Strange and the whole Ultron thing with the Watcher, but something similar to that. But mainly, I'm gonna try to Infinity War it and basically reset everything. Is what I'm gonna try to do. Or is it more like the whole TVA thing with like Loki? Would probably be better to explain it, where you have like multiple timelines now showing up, newer ones or revamped ones. So I don't know. It's hard to explain that whole part of the concept where I want to introduce the whole multiverse stuff, like slowly. And I am slowly introducing it with the first episode or the prologue of the Kenshi Deku remake, where I introduce, you have these things that look like a branch with cracks in them, and you see little glimpses of other series that I have made or events that I haven't uploaded yet. And you see that, like where I say he's traveling through it, you see a crack and you see like a little like scene playing out of the original Kenshi Deku. Then you see like a little scene playing out of the villain Deku, and then he goes into the new part where he's being taken. I'm trying to introduce the concept with Kenshi Deku, the new one, of there is multiple worlds to his universe, and each one has a different connection, because each one uses the tree to travel. And I'm going to try using that for other stories too now, because that is slowly bringing back my little spark for writing, for interest wise. And it might be interesting to go with that, because with that as like a new starting point, which I'm gonna keep like up and not like lock it right with everything. I'm gonna use Crisis of Dekus to reset every story properly. And I'm gonna try to this time take each one step at a time and slowly go at them, instead of constantly uploading like I used to. Like the first year of the channel, I uploaded like some crazy map lad, and it was pretty fun at the time. But slowly, like I said, you lose interest, you lose that spark, and I did. And and maybe I should probably introduce the concept of scripts again, or keep it going for some of them, maybe with scripts and some without scripts. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start again. That's basically what I want to say. I want to start again. And this is either how we could go. I want to use it as a way to start again, but what I don't know is, do I want to get rid of each story on the channel? Do I want to lock each story on the channel? Or do I want to put everything into its own little like playlist? And after that, post something saying from now on, well, or just post pure Crisis of Dekus, as well as that one Kenshi Deku and add a post. Like I said in the actual story, he has to go through something. And once Crisis of Dekus is done, that's where the new ones will start, most likely. You know, I've uploaded 2 parts for that thing. That's how you actually can tell for the whole Crisis one. I am trying with this, because the first part was, it was honestly just 2 videos. One was just like 8 minutes long, and the other one was a whole almost hour long. But because I don't want to overdo it, over explain it, over simplify it, I had to make a bunch of different cuts to both of them to combine them properly. Like, okay, there's mysteriousness to this, you have him going somewhere, and that mist that he smells is like the place trying to keep him away from it by making him think, oh, this is a new story for him. And then you see little bits of it, like him trying to break it by remembering things that he did. Like breaking fate after seeing things like the tree and thinking he wasn't the only one. And you have him getting rid of heroes, getting rid of villains on his own, getting rid of his class in each a different way. And I actually showed it too in that he got rid of them in a different way. Like for Kaminari, he used Iron Man's abilities. For the beginning of it all, he used Dante's abilities. This Dante, the Dante in this game, not Nero that I'm playing right now, but Dante, Destroyer Pizzas, Conqueror Papa John's. And you have him using any person that's considered a hero ability. I made him use Dark Raiden's abilities too. And I introduced like the whole way the Hourglass could protect itself by summoning different things of its own, creating different things of its own, like Mr. X from Resident Evil 2. And Mr. X is no joke. Everybody knows Mr. X is no joke. You do not mess with him. Suplex! Anyway, but yeah, no. That was kind of fun to write. And then I had to like, I gotta cut some stuff out and make it flow smoothly, and I did! And that's how Crisis of Deku Part 1, even though it was short, was uploaded. It was meant to be longer. It honestly was. But I couldn't make it as long, sadly. Sadly. But I tried. I did. That's why Part 2 was more, it took a bit more of a serious tone. Because Part 2 of Crisis of Deku, since it's already out, and like I said, it's called The Tree, I gave it more of a serious tone. Because for that one, I was just writing honestly. Especially when I wrote, I'm still trying, and there are other people out there that make their own stories. And how Kenshi Deku was honestly the first Kenshi Deku that I've been able to, by seeing wise, to tell that he's the only one that was ever created, because I don't think anybody else ever created a Kenshi Deku. So he was my own little unique twist. He was my own little unique twist to it. To the whole concept of these My Hero Academia, like, alternate universe type of things. Like, I was serious about it, and how I've had honestly seen many writers leave. And I've seen many writers leave. I've seen many friends leave too. And it was always sad. I've seen some of them leave their stories up because they want people to still enjoy them. I've seen some of them delete their channels. I've seen some of them just delete their stories and to keep their channels up. I've seen a lot of things happen in the span of my 2 to 3 years on YouTube. I've seen some people try to stay. I've seen people actually manage to stay. And I talk about that too. Like, I've seen a lot happen. That's why I said, that part was mainly me being honest. Like, and Crisis is me still basically giving like a damn about the channel. It's me still caring to try. Because like I said, I honestly, even though writing's a hobby of mine, I kind of do want to be a writer. I'm just punching this guy's gut constantly, but you know. I'm also trying to write a story on the side right now. I'm working on the first like chapter of it script-wise that I want to post on Web Novel. I'm gonna be calling it Sacred Blacksmith, and I'm gonna try to make it something interesting. That's also something that's bringing back my interest in writing and why I'm also doing this whole thing with the Crisis of Dekus. Like I said, it's me actually caring enough to actually want to try. I've seen other people's stuff where they're like, oh yeah, they kept it going for a while, and even though they've like burned out, but they still tried. I've seen other ones who just post to post. And I'm gonna be using it to restart everything and make new twists on each character. But like I said, I want to give them all, I want to make them all go out with a bang. Like a really good one, where it's like, their stories still happened, and even though it's gonna be everything's gonna be reset and remade in a new way that I want to try to make it all actually fit well and makes more sense and draw more people into it. I wanted to make it fit well, because I honestly have no disappointments in them, like not really. Because the truth is, when you write or create something, you make bad stuff and you make good stuff. You honestly make both. But in reality, you still take pride in both of them because you still made them somehow. And because of that, it's like I want to give all of these stories a proper way to end together. And then I want to give them a new way to start up again. I want to try to bring attention back to the channel. The streams is honestly a way I want to try it too, because the streams is my own little way of trying to interact with all of you, even though a lot of people don't really show up. But it's my own little way of trying to interact. Because I honestly always did mention this before in the past. I want to hear what you guys think about these stories. Yeah. Like that's honestly like the whole streams things were originally. Except for me just doing this for like the hell of it. But it's like my way of trying to to entertain people aside from stories and hear what people think about the stories. Or what they want to see, or what they want to like, or what they think will happen, or what like suggestions and all that. Actually like interact with people. But it slowly happens here and there, but at times it doesn't. Which is why I'm like, I don't know how often I will be uploading. Because at some point I'm going to also most likely get chopped when the next year starts. That may not affect uploading, which is why I'm like, I want to remake everything. Even if they're still doing good for themselves. And yeah. But yeah, like it's like I want to make sure it's like even if I was to temporarily leave, but still make sure that I'll come back. What am I doing to this bug at this point? This is just massacring it. Oh, never mind, it's not down. Let me try this again. You made me feel pity on you for no reason. Anyway. Hold on, let me use the Buster Cannon over here. If anybody's ever seen Black Bullet, the Buster Cannon is mentioned in that. I like making references to old shows sometimes, because I like some shows. Nero, run! Yeah, Nero, it's safe to say you probably got yourself killed. Anyway. But I want to make it so, like, even if I was, like, temporarily, I could always come back and know where to pick up on. Because when I'm looking back at some of the stories, I'm like, I have no idea where I left off. I have no idea how to continue this. I'm being honest about that. Some of them I'll just write, like, I think I meant to do this. Or something like that. I want to make sure everything will go well. Not perfectionist-wise, but creator-wise. Because everything that, well, one thing a creator mainly wants, aside from being able to let other people see the stuff that they, like, write, is to make sure that their stories are entertaining. Or their content is entertaining one way or another. They just want to at least try to connect with they want the viewer to try to connect with them, and we want a way to connect with the reader or the viewer. We just want to entertain. At heart, that's what we want. To entertain. But yeah. That's why I've been meaning to do this stream. Ever since I uploaded the first part of Crisis of the Dekus. But I couldn't really bring myself to do it. But I finally did. Part of it was because I was lazy, another part of it was because I just couldn't really bring myself to do it yet. So, like, I think I can now. Let me punch this guy into the stratosphere real quick. We'll get him there, hold on. You ever played Super Smash Bros? You know where they say game? Yeah. Hold on, we're trying to do the final smash real quick where we throw them off the map. Anyway, I couldn't do that. But yeah, I'm just trying to get back in. I just want to get back into the rhythm of things. Is what I'm trying to say. Well, it's just me trying to get back into the rhythm of things. And me trying to make things entertaining again. And I know Crisis of Dekus isn't gonna pick up a lot of interest from people. Which is why, when people start noticing why certain stories aren't uploading the way they were, now they know why. Well, that's pretty cool. Come back here. Let me enjoy this. Hey there, buddy. Where are you going? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's why it's like I had to introduce the Scorpion Deku, because he's gonna play a good role in it. Alongside Kenji. Every other character's there is one other character from the series and one-shots, when you consider it all. There is one character that is gonna be playing one of the most important roles in this thing, alongside, well, not alongside, aside from the Hero Deku. There is one more character that still has a role to fulfill before I can fully do this. Well, two characters, because like I said, there was a character in his world who didn't get affected. And that character is gonna have to be someone who will help in resetting it. But aside from that, there is another character who will be able to stand a chance higher than everybody else against Kenji Deku. Not Kenji Deku. The Hero Deku. Because remember, the Hero Deku is mainly anybody that was a hero. Only difference is he has no limits. This other character is the only one that has the highest chance, because just because they have fought the heroes before. Not as a Deku, but as other separate people. This is the biggest hint I'm giving out to which character specifically I am talking about. Because he has an ability similar to the Hero one. The Hero one can become any hero. There are other characters that I have written that have their own abilities. You can take a guess if you want at which other one it is that will play like a big role. Because in one of their series I did introduce something interesting with specific dialogue. But you can take a guess if you want at which other like character will be important for this to happen. Because like I said, with this one I am trying to make it as interesting as possible, because I want people to, even though it'll probably take time to pick up, I want some people to enjoy it still. Okay, look at me here. I have a giant hand here. The fact that this hand can't grab me is a shock. Come here. Yes, I got him. Alright. I got you again. This giant hand. This lobster claw hand thing that becomes a giant hand. But yeah, no, but if you want, like, you can take a guess if you want. Because I highly doubt people are gonna actually, like, look back at this stream a lot. Because I've checked the views for the stream. The videos get more views than the stream do themselves. So probably like only the people actually know which character it'll be. So just take a guess at any character from any one of the other series that I have. They will play a role. If you can take a guess, then I'll actually like say why. Just because I don't really think it matters if I say why, because I have, even in the other two, like in the first part, I did hint towards who will most likely show up into it because of how Hero Deku is with, he can become any hero. So that's the biggest hint I dropped. Because he can become any hero, there is only one character really who could counter the whole him changing into different people. Just with me introducing the fact that he can be any hero was the biggest part that kind of can make anybody think that. Just take a guess at any one of the other Dekus. Any one of my other stories. Just take a guess. Just take a random guess. What is this? Yeah, he ain't gonna be eating for a while. Alright, just take a guess. Just take a guess. Just take a guess at any one of the other Deku stories that I made. Oh, he killed me. It's alright. Nobody expected Nero to make it that far. Because honestly, I'm trying to make the story, like for the whole Crisis one, I'm trying to make certain things obvious on purpose and other things not. Like I am trying to make it like the most, like the simplest answer is the solution. Or the simplest answer is who will be showing up. Because like I said, everybody's gonna have their own chance to show up in the thing. Almost everybody. But there are specific characters that will play the key, like the giant key roles. Alright, let's go as Dante because I still need the points. I still need the point. Oh yeah, I want to say like about a week or two ago, I did play this game again. Well, this part of it, because I got Dante an ability that lets him collect more orbs by twice. Damn, you writer? What do you mean? No, but I did like in this one, I did get Dante an ability a while ago, so it's like while I'm trying to get into the whole fighting Virgil. Even this game is like giving off hints because the Hero Deku uses Dante's ability. There's another character aside from in Devil May Cry that can counter Dante. And there's a character in a specific series that can become that character. That's like the biggest, that's an even bigger hint. You don't have to look at Crisis, you can just look at the other one. Too much about the news. What news? Which news? Oh, my headset. I kind of want to play some Mortal Kombat now on Twitch, but yeah. But nah, I want to do this for a little bit. Let me fight you, bare knuckle boy. Come here. I mean, those are nunchucks, but they were bare knuckles for a little bit. Anyway. So far, so good. Dante's doing better than Nero. But V was doing the best out of all of them. Bro said, I got this. Dante got stronger, and because of that, this man now has Delver. Oh yeah. But just take a guess at who you think. I honestly just want to hear somebody take a guess at which specific Deku might play an even bigger role. I'm all right. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right for now. For now. Yeah, because you're the only one talking right now, so I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna be talking, I might as well try to have fun with this right now. Look at this. Double the money. Dante's gonna be rich at the end of this for at least one, probably. Enough to have like one ability. I may not be able to buy orbs, but I can try to upgrade Dante's abilities. I just need to reach a specific goal. Look at that, the man now fires stronger guns. I upgraded Royal Guard all the way actually. I upgraded Swordmaster, Trickster, and Gunslinger by 1. Swordmaster, I think by 2 I upgraded it, or by 1. But Royal Guard is the only one that has its full upgrade, which is 1, because I needed it to fight Virgil. I wasted a lot of money on it. Yeah, I think you can get it right. I just want to see who you think might stand a chance. I got a shotgun. I had a shotgun. Alright, I got a magic stick with 3 different elements. I can use Ice now. Oh, let him get up, let him get up. No, I'm ending this fight. I am like, with Dante, I am just massacring the fight now. I'm gonna need this, and I'm gonna probably need this. Alright. Now go. Charge. Hui! Hey guys, where are you going? The funds ain't done yet. Come here. Oh yeah, I got a new ability for the sword too. This is a nice ability, watch this. That's a good ability, okay? This sword has good abilities now. The advantages of upgrading a sword and upgrading Swordmaster. This one. Sword, Royal Guard, Gunslinger, Trickster. Trickster's fun. Just say it. Leave your stress. Just say it, and I'll leave it at that. Ignition. I think I have Ignition 3 on these things now. For the fists and the kicks. Ignition 2 or 3? I think I have 3. I haven't played this in a bit, but I still remember some things I did for this, because I was trying to grind on the tower for this thing to get some orbs for abilities. Now you have to stop pretending to be one of your clients? It's sad. Okay. Well, these are all bugs at this point. They're demon bugs, but I guess I gotta be an exterminator. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. I got a trophy. The quick and dead. I got this. Yeah, gunslinger at level 2 is strong. I can use swords now too. But Virgil is still stronger than this. The best I can do is probably get him to half health. He heals when he does that. It's alright, I can do this. I can do this. He takes health. Nice. I need to get rid of the other bugs. Those things heal. Whatever this thing is, praying mantis demon thing. Come on. Dante's not going out like this. I mean, no, you've read the story. You probably read the story. He is one of the oldest stories, but he's one of the stories I did continue that I gave its own special cover for, that I created. It's the story that's the closest to finishing. That was the closest to finishing. It was, okay, I'm pretty sure it was the last story, aside from the Scorpion one that I did. Aside from the Scorpion one, he should be the last one I did. There you go. If you can't guess it from that one, then I'll just say it because, like I said, no one's gonna really find out. Because nobody really pays attention. Oh wait, not the symbiotic one. Not the symbiotic one. I'm just gonna say that one because that one's more relatively new. I think it's just better if I say it because I think you're just gonna get lost. Not the one that was 5 days ago. Like I said, you might just get lost. Okay. Yeah, 'cause it's been a while since I've uploaded this one, to be fair. It's been like 9 months since I've uploaded this one. So, like I said, you have the hero one, right? Just say yes or no when I say this. You have the hero Deku, right? The one that's the biggest threat so far. Okay, so if he is a hero, what does every hero fight? You can't have one without the other. What does every hero fight? Come on, you got this. Come on. What does every hero fight? In any comic book or any movie or any story, what is there to the hero? Who else is there that the hero has to fight? The hero is, you have the antagonist, you have the protagonist. Who is the other? villains. Okay. That is all you need, hint-wise. Who is the only one I have that is like this? Okay, who is the only one I have that is openly like that? The Pirates one doesn't count because he's more laid back. He's not a hero and he's not a villain. That one doesn't count. Who is the only one that counts? I feel like you should know. It's the only one that has like 26 parts to it, I'm pretty sure. Because when you think about it, he would be the only one that could stand against the hero version of himself. Because of his own ability. I think you're scrolling to see which one had 26 parts specifically. Yeah. Who would it be? To your knowledge, like, I'm trying to slowly lead you to it while actually telling you at the same time. Who is the one that it would most likely be? Thanks for the info. I'm gonna have to give you it on a silver platter, but yeah. Just, who do you think? Oh, didn't time it. Okay, so who is it? Just tell me, who is it? Who is the one that will be the biggest role to play in Crisis of Decades? I done goofed with that missile. Look, there's maybe a poking stick, but the stick can't always stay in air. Oh, just say it. Please, just say it at this point. If you know, you know it. That's all that matters. If you know it, you know it. Just say it. He doesn't want to let me use Royal Guard. Just say what you think it is. Even if you don't, if it's wrong, I'll say it. If it's right, I'll still say it. I'll explain it. Either way. Because like I said, nobody really watches the stream, so I'm not gonna really actually know which character it's gonna be. So I don't really mind explaining who it will be. That I want, and I'm planning to change the way that on how everything's gonna be reset. Why am I saying it? Just say who. Say which one. You know they're a villain. you know, they can't exist without there being a hero counterpart. Even though they exist in two different series, but you know. Like I'm pushing away every other thing while I'm trying to attack this one target. I'm like, you stay out of this, I'm trying to fight him. Now I can fight you. Come here, beastie. Okay. I think after this we should be good to fight, well, to upgrade something and then fight Virgil. I am terrified to fight Virgil. I like the way how he does that stance, like he's ready to like fight, he's jumping. Hopefully we have enough for... Even if I'm wrong. Yeah, that's fine. Even if you're wrong, it's fine. I won't really blame you. Because it's like it's well known now. Reaper? What do you mean? I didn't make a Reaper decker. Oh no, technically. You're there. You're honestly there. I feel like you do know. It's... I'll just say it because you probably did already know it. And you're probably just saying this just to get it wrong. Or to at least try to play it safe and say you're close. Yeah, this is a new ability too, the sword thrust. That's a good ability, you gotta admit, that's a good ability. So the actual character that I want to play a big role in this is the villain Deku. Because he is... yeah, it is, yeah. He is the opposite to the hero. The hero is playing the villain now. So the villain has to play the hero. Because even in his story, he is still a villain. He's just a villain who has a reason for being one. Aside from wanting some revenge. That's just because he wants some. That's about it. Okay. Ow. No, I can't lose that money. I can't use that hat. That hat takes away the money. Buster Cannon. You know what? No. We're ending this fight. Come here. Like I said, I can use ice powers now. Oh, struggle? Yeah. The hero one would have the biggest struggle against the villain one because... But there is downsides though. Because you gotta remember the way I made the villain one. He has an actual quirk which holds him back from his ability. Because his ability is he can become essentially, originally I was gonna be specific villains or any villain that he wants. Not from his world though. They're specifically different people. That's why when you look at him, he has 3 so far. He has Joker, the Fuel for Vengeance, you have Reaper, someone who tries to be secret, and then you have Ultron, who is basically someone who tries to play smart despite emotions being in the way. But that's just the basics of who the villain one is. But it's because of that unique ability that he can become people. There is, honestly, because of his ability, the quirk holds him back, so he has like specific things he can only do, but it's because Speak. But you gotta think about it this way. Because I introduced a little bit ago when they went into his mind, two characters that he hasn't been able to be yet. They forced their way into like saving him when he was younger in the story, but he never met them. So the quirk holds them back further, even though they're like potentially two most dangerous characters. I've introduced four. There are two of them. Two of them that are the most dangerous because they were introduced during they went into his mind. I never introduced their names, but both of them are characters from a game. Well, two different games. One, this is the reason I'm also playing Devil May Cry. Because you gotta remember, if the hero one can basically, even though Dante doesn't exist anymore with him, he took Dante's abilities. So the villain one has a character that is still a challenge for Dante. It's Virgil. Because think about it, if I gave the hero one Dante, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm giving the villain one Virgil. I'm giving him Virgil. I'm giving him his brother. There's another character who the villain one has. It's also Wesker from Resident Evil. I might as well introduce them now because I didn't really get a full chance to introduce them like I wanted to. Sadly. But Virgil, because he can become Virgil, that's gonna become the biggest player into this whole thing. Because you gotta remember what Virgil's sword is. Dante's sword, I introduced it in the story as the sword can combine you with anything. That's what it is. It brings out the potential for the combination to work. But Virgil's sword is different because his whole thing is it's portals. Virgil's sword is making portals, but it's also in the game it's literally he makes portals, but it's also him being able to separate man from demon. While Dante's is combining man with demon. So if you can combine man with demon, which is Dante's, then Virgil's is separating man from demon. Now, think of it like this: if he could combine his with a Warbringer sword too, if the villain one can combine Virgil's sword with a Warbringer sword, which is basically you break fate as well, but each one takes on a different characteristic, meaning on the character, meaning the abilities can be different. His should be the one that can potentially be the closest one to being him. That's why it's like, this is gonna be one of the most interesting things I am gonna be working on. Because I'm also introducing a different way of how I'm gonna write stories. That's why I'm saying it. I'm gonna be introducing a different way of how I wanna write stories. You see why I say this is gonna be something where I'm gonna actually show, I'm gonna be trying, despite how much, like, I've basically been up on the channel and on some stories, but I'm still trying with them too. Like I said, I want to give them a nice way to go out, but I also want a nice way for them to start again. I might also say this, I was gonna make the sports festival, and I was gonna introduce a new character, because I'm like, I can't really introduce what won't be his most likely OP characters yet. Because I just can't. I can introduce him like subtle hints to introduce that they'll show up in like, I don't know, season 2 one of them will show up. In season 3 or something like that, maybe the other one will show up. So it's like, it's its own thing now. I can't use the concept anymore, but sadly. There was a character I wanted to introduce into the sports festival. That I want to introduce the concept of these characters, if they're strong enough, they can temporarily break through the quirk of multiple personalities, because multiple personalities is meant to keep them from damaging him. You know, just from basically destroying himself from within. Because you gotta remember, if he hears a lot of voices like that, it'll just drive him crazy. The hero one had a different thing. He didn't have multiple personalities. He just met them. The villain one is the one who's different. That's why it's like, because he's different, he'll most likely have a different characteristic that can probably be more understanding and fight back against him. I think if we get to 8,000, we should be able to upgrade Swordmaster or Trickster, or at least get abilities. Come on. I am not letting this guy go whatsoever. You can literally see I'm not letting this thing go. But yeah, but no, it's because, think about it, if you have Kenshi, that who's the first, who his will most likely be, the Kenshi one will most likely, because his will be similar to Warbringer, will most likely be anti-probability and probability, since he has defense and offense already. His is basically the perfect, like, fighter. The villain one, well, not the hero one, basically just he gets a cheat code. He can break the way some things work, which is also having to do with probability. But he has other abilities too. But I'm not introducing those yet because it's like, I need to first of all come up with some of them and actually make a few of them make sense properly for the story. It's interesting to hear it. Writing it is gonna be a difficult thing though, because it's like, do I want to add in a lot of gifts? Do I just want to write out how it's gonna play? Do I need to add in gifts where it's gonna play out well? This is why I'm like, despite me having lost interest a while ago and only having a little bit, this is the one thing that is bringing back my interest a little bit for writing, because it's like, I feel challenged. I don't feel like I'm gonna get bored. I feel like I actually want to do this, because I feel like it's something I need to do, or something I have to do for me to actually like show that I want to actually be like a decent writer. Like, I want to try as a writer. Nah, man, I need the money. Dante's ability lets me double the points I get. I need those points. Lets me collect just a little bit more, but you know, that's basically the ability. I got Dante the ability to basically get more points, because I need those upgrades. I need the stage 10 up, like, bonuses to double those two by a little bit, I think. Or at least by, like, increase them by a bit. If I can collect more points, I can easily upgrade even faster. Oh, this guy. Hey buddy, how you doing? I don't think I can win this fight. Dante, run, run! Hold the sword, hold it, hold it, hold it, charge it, charge it! Dude, Dante's fighting right now for his life. He's technically fighting a boss. You can after trying. Probably. But I am trying to take my time with writing this, but as quickly as possible at the same time. Because I'm just writing it down and I'm just auto-correcting as I go. And then I'm reading it again like, okay, I can fix this, I can fix this, I can fix this. Delete this and rewrite this. It is time to use my greatest ability now. Sin Devil Trigger Dante. I was like, where's the pizza at? There is an ability I want to get for that one. someone who has who had writer's block for a while going and hasn't uploaded for a while, I gotta admit, I can come up with some good ideas and concepts, especially when I want to make something like work properly. Dante, I need you to teleport to this guy, not die. You died. We were so close with the points. No. But yeah, like I said, no one's gonna really ever find out that it's gonna be him though, because nobody really watches these. Only some people try it. Only some people actually watch it. So some will probably know, some won't. But I'll try to make it obvious who it is and who's gonna be like showing up. So I'll probably just introduce like some stuff. Okay, let's back out. Look at the father and son duo. All right, take me here, take me here, take me here. Continue. Yeah, continue mission. We'll go to the customize and then we'll see if we can do it. Customize. I think I can at least buy an upgrade. Please. I can't buy any golden orbs, I can't buy any blue orbs, but I can buy a purple orb which extends my double trigger. Which kind of helps me because it's easier for me to use counters. But it's these, let me see. Abilities. Speed, air hike, trigger heart, I already have that. Enemy step, I can jump on the enemy. Getting more orbs, that's the one I got. Getting more orbs, it's really good because it increases the range from which you can gather orbs. This is something different though. Exprovocation, a special taunt given only to those who paid a heavy price. Increases stylish rank more than a normal taunt. This is Rebellion. Yeah, that's the ability that I use in the other one, but no. This is Double Sword Dante, it's the same thing. Stinger, Stinger, and then Million Stab. Million Stab's a good one. Double Sword Dante. No, that's Double Sword Sparta. This is Double Sword Dante. This is a different one. Can I use the other swords? I don't think I can. Stinger, Stinger 2, Million Stab, Drive. Drive's a good one. I have fun using that one. And then Overdrive's a good one because you can just charge even further and do another slash. Swords Formation. That's when you charge it up. That's pretty fun. Sword Formation 3. This is the ultimate evolution of sword formation. The swords can be summoned for much longer time and have much shorter cooldown until they can be summoned once again. I have it up to 2, but it's gonna cost me like most of what I have if I do it. Which is this one? Oh, this is the fists. I have most of the fists. Ignition 3. I don't have Ignition 3. I have Ignition 2, but Ignition 2 is good. Ignition 3 is you just charge it up faster and do the punch different. Ah, if I had the points, yes. This is for this one. Slipstream 2. The bike? I don't think I want to upgrade it for a while. Idling sounds fun though. That one sounds fun. Night one. Which was this one? Oh, this is the staff. The staff is really good to fight with Virgil though. I upgraded the staff for a bit. Ice Age. I need that one to get a different ice power. I have Long Revolver, Thunderclap. I can get Ice Age and Thunderclap. They'd probably be useful. Ah, but I can do Ebony and Ivory, the Charge Shot 3, because I'll mainly probably be shooting at Virgil. Coyote Shot A. No. The Dr. Faust? No, I don't like using that. That hat takes away my money. Yes, there we go. Trickster. Trickster level 4. basically I can like teleport. Teleport what Trickster does, but it also helps you like avoid stuff. Like I said, I upgraded Royal Guard all the way. All the way, Royal Guard level 4. I said I need to live. I can't afford the loss. Gunslinger, level 3. So I could do Gunslinger all the way, actually. But Swordmaster is the one that's the most expensive. Because what I have with Swordmaster level 3 is learn level 3 Swordmaster skill, which is for the Rebellion, round trip, Devil Sword Spiral, round trip, Devil Sword Dante, round trip, the Barlong, Divine Dragon, King Cerberus, Hot Stuff, and Precision. And the Cavalier, which is the motorcycle, wheel jump. I already have that, because for the level 2 one, I got some things, which was Shredder, Sting, and some stuff. You keep the other abilities, but you get more into your arsenal. And then you have learn level 4 Swordmaster skill, which is Rebellion. You get Dance. Cover. Okay, Devil Sword Spiral, you get the Dance one. Devil Sword Dance, Macabre. I don't want to say the actual thing. Barlong, Real Impact, and Pyromania. Oh, that's gonna be pretty fun. King Cerberus, Hot Stuff 2, and Precision 2. Cavalier, you get the wheel. But if I do Trickster can get out of the way, and it's just ground trip. Because you get Flipper, Mustang Air, and Air Trick. And then you get ground trick. I say let's do Swordmaster. Because it's the closest one. Oh, so is this one. We might have to save up for that one. Okay, yeah. So now we have a new ability. Swordmaster, we can use it more than we do Royal Guard, because Royal Guard, it's like you gotta be like a good timing wise, or a good distance to have it active. Yeah, Royal Guard's at least all the way, and Swordmaster is all the way now. We're gonna be put through some. I'm gonna be put through. What do you mean we're? I mean I'm gonna be put through some challenges here. I wouldn't say it's better. It's just what might help me, because Swordmaster is good with the stick. Look at this. The only two characters that are very strong with each other.
Days are over. Give me the Amato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
Look at that. Only other character that could fight this man.
But you already knew that.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
If I had the music playing, his theme song would be playing in the background.
How many times have we fought?
Hard to say. It's the only
What's
memory
funny?
I have of us since we were kids.
Dante killed Virgil in one of the games, but Virgil just came back from hell. Because they're both like half demons, so yeah, it makes sense.
Time to finish this, Virgil.
But Virgil came back either way. He gets stronger each time. Surprisingly enough, each time Virgil comes back, he gets stronger. Hello.
I won't lose to the likes of you, little brother.
I have grown stronger, brother. Not my health, though. No! I hate that ability so much. And the counter!
Rushing in behind
I kicked it right back at him. Look at that! New abilities already working with Swordmaster. Just don't use the bike, Dante. Anything but the bike. I can destroy the daggers with the shotgun. So. I can destroy the swords pretty easily now. Yeah, no, don't use the bike. Don't use the bike. Okay.
Cut you down.
This is rich coming from Dante because he has all these weapons, but his powers are bullshit. I think that was me who did the lightning dance. Bro's ready with the counters. I'm gonna die.
Finished.
He killed me. We have like 4 golden orbs, 5 golden orbs, 4 golden orbs. I think we should just use the red orbs. Executive decision. We could have used things for better stuff, but
That's right.
of course he's gonna do the thing. My worst fears. I hate him for doing this. That's the ability that scares me. Oh, killers. Virgil. Hey, buddy. He heals himself too. If I do full recovery, I take away half his health, but Virgil can recover his health when he's in his ultimate form. That's what sucks about this. No. You know what? No. I don't even know what his bar is at for this. Reality break this guy. You see why? You see why this would be one of the best fights to like include into the thing that I'm gonna do, that I'm thinking. You see it, right? Alright, what's up?
And I'm means nothing to me.
Dude, I'll take the damage. Come here, I have like 2 golden orbs left. I have to try to make this count. Golden orbs ain't cheap. You've made me waste so much by telling them how you... I hate you when you do that ability, Virgil. You put me through hell. His stand fights for him too. This man became a JoJo character. Just, I don't know, tell him how you honestly feel. Dude, this man's abilities. No, I refuse. You know what? We'll fight Demon Trigger with Demon Trigger. Virgil, come here, brother. No, I'm taking him out now. How many do I have left? Like 1? 2. That's more than enough.
My turn now.
You know, Virgil, you put me through hell like many times, and especially since I know even if I win this fight, you're gonna have me fight you as Nero next. So come in here and take this loss like a champ. Royal Guard for the rescue. Joke's on you, brother. I've come prepared. Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, no you don't. No, you don't need to do that. We don't need that move. I hate this guy. Buddy. The Royal Guard saved me? It did for a little bit. Depends what type of person they are, honestly. Virgil, I am out of orbs. Take your loss like a champ. Of course you would do this, Mike. Finally! I'm about to say, you gotta be kidding me. Not again. Oh. Okay, but it honestly depends on the type of person they are and how you are with them.
Yeah, dumbass. You can't remember who
There was your son.
Yeah.
Well, well. That was a long
That was
time
one of
ago.
the funniest lines ever. He's my son. Yeah, you
I
can't
guess
tell.
you were young once
Long-
too.
Long
As
time
much
ago.
as I
You were
love
young
that
ones too.
story, I think it's about time we.
Actually, no. Everybody wants to hear the story because it's never been made official who Nero's mom was. Actually, it was never made official. So that would be an interesting story. This man, round 2. I don't have orbs for this. But that is such a cool scene. That would be a perfect wallpaper. That is a perfect scene. The perfect freeze frame. Those eyes, though. I got points out of it, though. I'll take it. Can I get back the red orbs I lost too? Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Oh, we can finally say I beat Virgil. Finally. It took... I don't even want to think about how many golden orbs. Now I gotta fight him as Nero. Hey man, I don't got the points for this. Give me a second. He's gonna put me through hell. Alright. Do I have enough for one more? It's 3 golden orbs you can buy per mission. Alright. At least let the cutscene play before it puts me through this. You know, I forgot he threw himself off the van. Yeah, van.
Hello?
Kirie. When I was a kid, I was alone. You and Kratos were all I knew. And now all of a sudden I find out I have a family. What am I supposed to do with that?
He didn't even know he was related to Dante.
You always know which path is right and which is wrong. There's no need to doubt yourself.
Thanks.
Nero and Kirie have like one of the best
That's all I needed
relationships.
to hear.
They do.
I have one last thing to take care of. Then I'm coming home. I couldn't protect Kratos. To this day, I hate myself for not having enough strength. But this time is different.
Oh,
I swear! I'm not letting you die!
I mean, they do come back, even if they were to. So they've done it before. So would it matter? He regrew a hand. He's got some wings now too. They look nice though. Why do they look like butterfly wings at first and then like regular wings? They're cool though. They're cool. This is interesting.
This is curious.
Nero.
Oh.
What form of power is this?
What the hell?
What?
This
And
ends
he gets to keep the wings.
right here. Listen to me. I told you already. This is not your...
He gave him a bitch slap with that one.
You
Oh my
listen.
god.
Dead weight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. I'm putting a stop to this sibling rivalry.
You came all this way just for that.
Virgil. V. Whatever you call yourself. Dante's not gonna die here. And neither are you. Do you have a problem with that?
Virgil's face was like, yeah?
Not gonna die my ass. Oh, that bitch slap nearly killed me.
See, he told he was a bitch slap. Nearly killed him
I
too.
beat Nero. Then by default,
Oh.
I beat you. Agreed, Dante?
Whoa, 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 whoa there.
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Alright.
When this is over, I'll make you submit.
They're like wyvern wings.
Father.
Father. They look like wyvern wings.
This has nothing to do with you. Stand down.
This man's gonna win already.
It has everything to do with me.
Nero.
He's countering my fist.
Go, baby, go.
Joke's on you. I got a rocket punch now too. Father. Bro, I can do the damage like this. I can make this work. Rocket fist. This is good. This is good because his things don't work against me like this anymore. If I can throw the thing, then his things won't cut me. Well, not cut me.
Go, baby, go.
I need to get out of range.
All right, Nico. Punchline.
I sacrificed a fist just to survive.
Off you go! Fuck you!
The way he introduces that.
Seriously now?
Bro's like, you gotta pay your child support. Come here. Nero's popping off? Good job, Nero? Question mark? Oh, he killed you, Nero. Never mind. Nero, we don't have the financial orbs for this.
Is this the extent of your power?
Round two!
Give it a sec. He's back. The bullet was the perfect way to dodge his cuts. I just realized that.
Cut you down.
I go from one tough fight to the next. Nero, come on! Nope, Nero, you're dead. The bullet one's the perfect way to fight him.
Just my...
But the rocket punch one is the easiest way to get damage on him, though. That's like the trade-off. So if I make one where it's like, how do I say? If it's mainly made with the rocket fist ones, then does that mean I can basically just keep him cornered for a while and just shoot from like the side until he's weak enough for me to start stabbing? Or maybe the time one too could help. Let me go to continue, and then I gotta go into customize, and if I go to customize, I should be able to. This is me just working with theory right now. I don't even remember how I beat him the first time. As Dante and Nero.
This has nothing to do with you.
You're not even gonna let me change the fists of my rocket punches. This is part of the same story that.
Yeah, finished.
Nero, good job. Yeah, and I got put into the next one. I can't use my rocket punches. That slash is so powerful. You gotta respect it and hate it. I can do 2 of those ones while in the air.
Points.
Ignition! Ignition! Nero's on a mission for his child support. He's like, where you been all these years? He's like, I will never pay. Well, Nero, you died.
I'm not done.
We're getting like bits and bits of his health. We might need to stock up on those orbs again. Or on the red orbs, because the red orbs one, when you heal, you do a little bit of damage to others, to enemies around. If you do the full heal, you do half health damage, supposedly.
This has nothing to do with you. Stand down.
Get it! Do with me? It has everything to do with me! Off you go!
Nero's like, I have my vengeance. I need that payment. Broke my rocket punch. Brother broke the rocket punch. You put me back to the default hand. I was like, taking me seriously now? Nero, they started taking you seriously when you got involved in their fight. They said there is no kids table anymore. Nero, you never met your dad, now you got him mad at you. And he's still going easy on you because when he was fighting Dante, he did the multiple slashes.
You're finished.
Nero, you were so close. You almost got him to have his health bar. We're running out of like punches, my guy.
Ready to die?
Alright. Well, we lost a fist. Nero, yeah, there's no winning. We gotta cut our losses now. recharges faster is Sin Devil trigger.
You're finished. Resistance. Your strength.
Oh, fucking ass.
So is this for Virgil? Would this be the definition of him saying he's disciplining his child? Bro, this is like watching Baki all over again. Him fighting his own father.
You're finished.
Now he does the reality slash abilities. Nero, we lost. I'm sorry, but we lost. We got him to have his health. Are you proud, Nero? You proud enough for what you managed to do?
Prepare.
Oh, I thought it was the other one. He's still gonna kill me. He is still gonna kill me. That thing is basically an instant kill, and we don't have enough to bring ourselves back. Well, he tried his best. He got him to like slightly below half his health.
Just my...
I think it's good to call it there for him. I think he's all tuckered out. I think he's at the state where he is like, I need a break. Let's come back for round 2 later. So this is mission 20? Because we were doing 19. Is this mission 20 actually? Hold on. That's my real question. Mission 20, True Power. Can I check something just? Because I don't know if it's like we're gonna have to fight him again or... You know, this scene alone between the two brothers right over here is just like, just pure awkwardness between each other. But you can physically see it. Dante has legendary Devil Hunter clothes. Virgil has gothic steampunk going on. What's gonna happen if I put continues? Gonna put you right back into the fight, right? Yeah, but he's stubborn, you know? He doesn't want to give up yet. When they tell Nero it's time to go to bed.
Nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with me.
Nero.
Bro charged straight into that.
Cut you down.
Nope, he killed him. I called it too. I'm like, yeah, nope, he killed him. We can't really bring ourselves back to the fight. We don't have enough for even like 3 bars of healing. This one will give us majority. This one will give us all of it, but we don't have enough for it. Yep. Well, this is probably a good part to end it for now. I could probably try fighting him, but I'm like, yeah, no. No. I think this is a good part. Because I finally did what I wanted to do, which was 1, this stream, and 2, mainly 2, and I say this as a flip off the screen for a second, I got to beat Virgil as Dante, finally. After, I don't even want to know how many red orbs and golden orbs, and me having to upgrade so much to at least stand a chance against him. But low-key, that poking stick was doing pretty like good against him. To be fair, the staff was doing pretty good against him on its own. And then the fists just after the staff came the fists and then the sword. It was perfect, just those 3 alone. The shotgun was just good to dodge his projectiles coming towards me. Let's see. We had like 4 golden orbs. It took us 4 of those, and I think 1 max red orb, so like 5 revives later. Because the red ones, if you use them, they do tend to do some damage to them. Mainly the highest cost one, which is half health damage towards them. Well, which should be the equivalency of a half health, but it isn't really, but at times, but you know. But it helps. Because if it was like a regular opponent, it would do half damage, or at least close to full damage, but if it's like a boss like him, because he's able to heal himself because of the game mechanic, it doesn't really do as like what it's supposed to, but it does enough for you to actually want to stand a chance. But only really like once, because if you do it again and again, he'll start healing when he's in his when he's using his ultimate, his Sin double trigger. Because unlike our character, Dante has to wait for like an eternity for his to charge, while Virgil can basically, as long as his doesn't reach the full cooldown, like timer wise, he can go in and out of it multiple times. I did my research, you know, but yeah, no. This is a good spot. This is a good spot. It was fun. It was fun. I achieved my goal, and I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna definitely be ending it here. And then I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. I'm gonna be honest about that. I don't know if I'm gonna want to do one tomorrow or the day after. I don't know if I'm gonna do a different game or this game. All I know is I want to complete this game and then start something else. Something else, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, I'll see you all around. Hopefully. Hopefully. Let me end. Take care. Take care.